and welcome to Her Majesty vlog, where we bring together the world of pageants with the sole aim of revolutionizing the standards of beauty and creating social change through social development. My name is Bitamkhelo Umako, and I will be your host tonight. Apologies that we are extremely delayed. We are a whole hour delayed for this interview. We have been having some technical. We are here, and we are going to be continuing with our interview. Welcome to It Is Within Her, the show where we speak to pioneering women in the world of pageantry. I'm about to accept our gorgeous guest. I just received her request. Yeah, all about her and of the pageant that she has entered. I hope you are ready. She should be joining me any minute now. Hello.
Hello, Demo. How are you?
I'm well, thanks. And how are you, Ma?
I'm good.
Thank you so much for your patience. Let me start there.
It's always a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, things happen, but we must just be, have that passion to conquer and proceed with what we wanted to start.
Indeed, these technical difficulties, and once again, we are here and fulfilling the mandate indeed.
True.
So without wasting any time, let's get straight into it. So let me start by, starting with an icebreaker. You're about to walk onto a stage and there is this hall full of people. What would be your favorite song to walk to?
Yeah. I wouldn't know who sings the song, but I can try and sing it for you. I can't sing, but I can try. And that would be Talangi Bachela Ngawe. Kuti Satandana.
Yes.
I don't know who sings it,
yes.
But perfect.
It's my Casper, your best. Oh yes, that is such a groovy song to walk to. Is it your current favorite song, or what special meaning does this song hold to you?
It was me and my husband's favorite song. So yeah, that's
yeah. Wow, what a special song.
When he hears it, wherever he is, he'll send it to me. When I hear it, and I send it to him. So we shared that special song together.
Oh wow, what a beautiful connection to the song. Absolutely love that. But without wasting any time, let us get straight into the business of the day. So for those who do not know, who is Ma'am Charlotte Nkabinde?
Hey, that one. Charlotte is a 40. She's a 48-year-old woman turning 49 in June. She is a mother of 4 boys.
49. Sure. Hi. Please tell us your secret. We also want to look this stunning when we are 49.
Yeah, she's the mother of 4 boys. I've been married to my husband for like 26 years. We were going to turn 27 this year. Charlotte loves kids. She's ambitious. She's empathetic, and she's a very good listener. She actually is just a well-rounded woman. And Charlotte is a business management graduate.
Okay.
I worked for corporate from 2002 until 2014. Now, 2014, I was turning 40, and there's a saying that says life begins at 40. Now, when I turned 40, I started asking myself, who is Charlotte? Is Charlotte serving her purpose as we speak? If I were to die now, would I have served the purpose that God brought me on earth for? And I
Mm.
looked at what I was doing then, and it was more like, this is not it. And I just felt like, I'm working so hard, but I'm not fulfilled. And then that's when I decided to leave corporate. I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know what's going to happen, but I just felt it stops here. And then I left corporate. I opened myself I co-own a baby clothing boutique called Adorned Babies, right in the heart of Soweto, Rockville. And
Right.
and I'm a founder, Boys Hope Foundation. I'm sure I'll be able to share that story with you later. Boys Hope, which is my passion. And Charlotte is just a person that loves, because like serving people serves my spirit and it lifts my spirit. So
Mm.
that is Charlotte. She's a
And I
fun
think
person.
it also keeps you young because you're doing what you're passionate about, you know. I think there's a quote that says when you're doing what you're passionate about, you don't get to work a day in your life. So
Yeah.
you are changing lives and doing what you truly love every single day.
Yeah, because they also say doing what you like is freedom and liking what you do is happiness.
Ah, I am writing that down after this interview because look, there is no greater truth than that. Wow, I'm so inspired right now. I don't want to lie. So tell us, how does now, Ma'am Charlotte, the entrepreneur, fit into the world of pageants? How did pageantry even find you? How did you start with, your pageantry journey?
Hey, this I think started, when I was in high school. It
Mm-hmm.
started when I was in high school, and in our community, we would have those beauty pageants, and then we would enter. And then in high school, I also entered Miss Nawane Junior Secondary School. And then, it was fun. I loved it. And then life happened. When I was doing grade 9, I had my first child. Then everything else changed. My life changed. I'm a mother now. I can't do all those things. Then it stopped. And
Mm.
then in 2021, I saw the Mrs. Universe Africa post and I was like, oh, okay, they still do for Mrs. Then maybe let me continue, and probe this edge to do this thing. And then I
Yes.
joined. I think what caught my attention on that was that it's not only about showing your beauty and all that. It was
Mm.
more charity part, and which was now part of my passion, and also for women empowerment. So that is what
Yeah.
now caught my attention to be part of that. And then, I did that in 2021, and a lot of things happened there. My dad passed on. So it was like a bit of a, miscommunication and everything that stopped me from continuing until I saw about Mrs. Township. It's more like your charity. It keeps, it gives you that charity begins at home kind of feel, because it teaches you to say, know where you come from, always remember where you come from, and everything, whatever that you do, you must do it in your township rather than going outside. So that is what caught my attention with that, with Mrs. Township, South Africa.
Okay. I lost you a bit there. I think we were having a network problem, but I got you right towards the end. I think what impressed me is the fact that you never gave up on your dream. You know that it's so important that that child in us is always fulfilled because no matter where we go, the gap will always be there. And these opportunities are now available. I think it's so amazing to see women just saying that, look, I'm a parent, but look, I can still go for it and enter these pageants.
True, that is very true. Because you
Yeah.
never give We never give up. And they always
Mm,
say, destiny delayed, it's destiny never denied. So
indeed.
you don't, yeah.
So
So
as a
yeah.
family person, like you mentioned that you're a mother of four and you are married. So how do your family, play a role in supporting you onto your pageantry journey?
Sure, those guys are amazing. They
Uh,
are so amazing. I'll just make an example now. I'm an old school like Irina now. So these social
okay.
media pictures and whatnot, I have no clue what's going on. So my kids help me a lot with that. They also help with, the sanitary pads drive to ask their friends to donate. Um, my husband was my number one cheerleader. Unfortunately, he passed on, but he was like the one that used to support me, give me ideas on how to raise funds. But yeah, the support is amazing, and I don't think I would be managing without them. Whatever that I need to do, they encourage me and support me to say, you will do this, you can do this. So
Mm,
anything, it's the emotional support that they give me that stands out.
oh, definitely. And it keeps you grounded as well because you know what? So many people can have so many things to say about you, but when you have your family structure just rooting for you, it's like nothing else matters. Your core and what people that are very close to you are the ones that are just their voice is the loudest in your life. So I'm really glad to hear that. And I know that wherever your husband is up in heaven, he is definitely cheering for you and saying, look, that is my wife.
Yeah, most definitely. Because I actually wanted to give up, and my kids said, "Nah, nah, nah, nah. You cannot give up
Mm,
now. Go
you
through
didn't
with
get
this."
this far for
Yeah.
nothing, Mama. No way.
And I said, carry on with this thing because at the end of the day, it's what you like and what you are passionate about, serving your community. And it will help you also to distract you from stress and thinking about all these things. So go for it. And they said, you must
Mm,
just continue, do this up until the end. You're not going to give up now. And yeah.
exactly. Here you are. Here you are now. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. So being an entrepreneur and being in pageantry, right, requires similar skills like being innovative, being a visionary, and basically always being on your feet and being grounded, right? How do you make sure that these two worlds feed into each other?
I think the common ground for both of them is like serving your community because as a businesswoman, you serve your community with their need. And with the pageants, you serve the community by, giving support, providing what the community needs. So serving is the serving, a common ground. Now, what is key is managing your time. And you both have to manage your time on both situations, and you also need to have your passion because your passion is what will drive you not to give up. You
Yes.
have to be passionate about what you want to do. And thirdly, I think you must always remember your why did I start this
Mm.
business? Why did I enter this competition? Because that for me says you will always go back and say, I did this because I wanted to achieve one, two, three. So why would you give up? So those three things are key: your time, your passion, and your why. Your passion will drive you, even if it gets tough, even if things don't go the way you were planning to. You always look for plan B and say, if this didn't work,
Mm.
you even see now we had to wait for an whole hour, but because we are
Yes.
both passionate about this, we had to find a way. We had to get going and have this interview. So those are the three things that I think makes the relationship between the two one.
Oh, wow. And that
Yes.
is so profound and so true because having your own business, I can imagine that it's challenging. I think the same goes with pageantry. People get to see people on stage and they think that they see the final product just the same way as when, what we see your business doing well. We get to see the final product, but we don't get to see the behind the scenes. So it becomes so meaningful when it is something that you're truly passionate about, that even those challenges bring you closer and closer to your ultimate goal. So that is quite profound and really, really wonderful to hear that you're able to align both and truly get a meaning out of them both.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Yes. So you mentioned about the Boys Hope Foundation in the beginning of the interview. So could you please tell us more about it?
Okay, that's my baby. Remember, like
Oh,
as I was saying, when I left corporate, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know why I wanted to leave. In actual fact, and I had to give them like reasons to say no. They didn't want me to leave, but I had to say like, "Oh, there's greener pastures and whatnot," and there was nothing. And it was in June when I left. And then August, September, September, Banabascolo, they would have those, what do they call, where they throw each other with eggs and pour water,
oh,
spring
spring
day.
day, eh?
So my son was in school, they were doing that. I don't know what happened, how it happened. But I got a call, my son is involved in a fight and I have to come to school. Now, later that day, I am told your other sons, the brothers, and then the brothers, and it was a mess. Now it became a racial fight, and we were told you do not have to come. We are going to suspend your kids for a week, and then the following week you come to school. And that day came, we went to school. It was like these three boys with their parents and me and my son. Now we get to the office and we try and find out what really happened. They're trying to explain, this is what happened. Often they threw eggs on us and we didn't like it and all that. But what caught my attention was how these boys were, interacting with their parents. They were like swearing at their parents and they were so impatient, and for me that was there's a lot that needs to be done. And then I asked the principal, can I just have a moment with these three boys? And then the principal gave us his office to, try and speak to these boys. And I went in with them and I said to them, what is the problem? Why are you guys behaving like this? And they started telling me. The other one was complaining that the mother drinks, the father, they always fighting. So each and every one of them had their issues, that showed how they behaved towards their parents. And I explained to them, you know what, you can think that your parents are behaving that way, are drinking liquor. They also have their own issues. They also have their own problems. So they don't need you to add on to their problems. And we spoke, and after a while, all they said to me was, you know what, mommy, we just thank you for listening to us, for asking us what could be the problem, because nobody has ever asked us. And they said they want to go and apologize to their parents. And then that's when I said, yeah, this is what God wants me to do. And we went in, they apologized to their parents, gave them hugs, and, they apologized to each other. And that for me was like, this is what God wants me to do, because I spoke to these guys and they listened, and all they wanted was a listening ear for somebody to listen to them and hear their side of the story. And that's when Boys Hope Foundation was started. So what we do, we mentor young boys, we encourage them, we teach them how to behave around women, we teach them how to love themselves, we teach them, we talk to them about sharing what affects them, how they feel, sharing their feelings. We talk to them about being okay. When you are not okay, it's okay to say, I'm not okay. It's okay to cry when you feel sad. We talk to them about treating women, and we always make sure that as per how God created both of us as men and women, as a man, you are supposed to be a protector. So now we teach them that for you to protect a woman, you have to be kind, you have to be loving, because the girl has to be comfortable and feel safe to be around you. So if you behave like a hooligan, who would want to be next to you? So we try and do that, it's unfortunate now, COVID happened, but we were planning to have like take them to the soccer matches, because most of them, they've never been to a soccer stadium, and each and every boy would want to. We were planning to have take a boy child to the stadium, where would ask each and every man to take a boy to the stadium, just to go and watch soccer for that day. We had so much plans, but because COVID happened, most of the things had to stop. But because God is God and his plans and timings are always perfect, we're still going to continue and do that, because my belief is that it's easier to raise a strong boy child than to repair a broken man. So we need to deal with them while they're still young, rather than wait for them to be broken and treat women without respect. So that's my take, because again, it's no use for us to try and protect these girl children and do everything, take a girl child to a school, what's that? Take a girl child to work.
Take a girl child to work, yes.
Young boys. We neglect these young boys, and at the end of the day, we expect them to treat women with respect. We expect them to show them love, which they don't know, because I believe you can't pour from an empty cup. You need to know what is love to be able to give love. So that's what we try to enforce on these boys, to say, this is how love is. This is how love talks. So if you know that, you can be able to share with the next person. So that's voice.
Wow, there's a lady in the comment section who just said, I'm so inspired, and I'm just like, I couldn't agree more, because I'm listening to you and I'm just like, so much truth, and there's so much work as well that needs to be done within the lives of the boy child. Because like you say, we could go to take a girl child to work, or can do all these nice things, the women empowerment event, right? But at the end of the day, we are the ones that are going to be ultimately married to these broken men. And how are we trying as a society to really work on them as boys, and to really ensure that the men of tomorrow are better, and that they do better because they know better? Because sometimes, the issue is that the ones that are currently old, they don't know better. They have never been given this platform which you gave the other boys, to speak, to be understood, and to just be given a chance to be listened to, alone. In the past couple of weeks, the surge was quite saddening of male suicide. And if we really work hard enough on the boy child, I'm sure that tomorrow we'll really be saying that, yeah, no, we are proud of the men of this generation. So I just want to ask, which area is your foundation based? Are you working with boys from Soweto specifically, or how can people contact you if they want to be involved with your foundation?
I'm in Dobsonville. But I'm open. Yeah, I'm open. I deal with any other child from anywhere, if help is needed. But basically, like I said, charity begins at home. So you start at home, and then you can be able to expand and stretch your helping hand. But we are in Dobsonville. My contact numbers are there. If people need help or need to assist in whichever way they want to assist, yeah. Because
is there social media page for it? Sorry.
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Not yet. I think, like I said, I'm old school. So for me, it was more like, I'm that person that says, if I help you, I don't want the next person to know. I will not tell the next person that I helped you, not unless you tell the person that I helped you. So I didn't, I didn't do much of that social media thingy. So it was just my baby that I'm taking care of with whoever that is around me. But I now see the need for me to be able to have that, social media appearance. Yes, yeah.
I think once you have expanded, even giving, there's something about boys that there's a bit of a shy element. So sometimes, maybe there could be a boy who doesn't stay in Dobsonville but really wants to exhale, and speak to somebody, and really just be listened to. So I believe that God really put this foundation in your heart for a bigger purpose, and honestly, may it grow from strength to strength, because the boys of this generation truly, truly, truly need your voice and the work that you do with the boys at the moment.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe probably that's why he gave me boys only, hey? Because I was dying to have
What
a
are the odds as well? Wow.
boy. So he
So
knew
you
I could.
definitely understand the boy child from infancy. You're thinking,
True, that's true. That's true.
oh
And I
wow.
know that sometimes we expect a lot from them. They behave in a certain way because that's the only way they know. If you find
Exactly.
a boy that comes from an abusive environment, how do you expect that child to behave? They will behave the same way that of how they see happening at home. So
Mm.
sometimes we need to understand that's all they know. It's not that they don't want to
Mm.
behave
You
the
don't
way.
know better.
Yeah, the only way they know how, that's how they project themselves. So we really need to help them, and deal with the root cause rather than dealing with the symptom.
Oh, so powerful. So, so powerful. We can go on for hours about the boys, because hey, the issue is, it's just a lot. I really feel that it is something that in our community it can be combated, and you know what, tomorrow we'll be speaking. I believe change starts with a small little seed being planted, and with just one boy being changed, because if one boy changes, he'll influence the next one, and a bigger whole group, and next thing there'll be a whole generation. So definitely, like I say, we salute you for the work that you do with your foundation.
Thank you
But
so much.
moving on to Mrs. Township, South Africa, you are a semi-finalist there. So out of all the pageants, you're thinking Momzan's Africa, why did you enter Mrs. Township, South Africa?
Bona, like I said, inally that charity begins at home feel,
Mm.
no man. Township ke township o tswa moo. So hello, start.
Mm.
So and one other thing that caught my attention is the charity part for me. Uh,
Yeah.
Anything or everything that says charity attracts me.
Mm.
Yeah, so that for me was a plus. And another one was like your woman empowerment.
Yeah.
For me, like as a mother, as a wife, we end up losing ourselves in the process of trying to build our families, because
Mm.
everything is about our kids and our husbands, and then we forget about ourselves. So this for me was like an opportunity to say, Shaluza, fetch your life. Fetch your life,
Yes.
because now you're going to start pouring from an empty cup. So fetch your life and become the best version of yourself. So that's why I said I am going to be part of the Mrs. Township South Africa, because Bona, ikasi rooted. It says take
Yes.
care of your community first before you can move on to the universe or any other one. Alamohai.
Exactly, Matt really starts at home. So, how do we vote for you? How do we make sure that you are a finalist? Because I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who was inspired. I'm not the only one who's saying, hey, we want to see Mama Charlotte as waiting as finalist for Mrs. Township South Africa.
Yeah, it's very easy. And I think firstly, let me thank the people that has been voting for me thus far. And your support has been amazing. It's very
Mm.
easy. What you do is we have our Mrs. Township South Africa bank account, where you buy me points from as little as 30 rands up
Okay.
until Yadin Gagara now, 500 rand, which gives me like 80 points. So what you do, you
Okay.
deposit money into the Mrs. Universe account, which is like your FNB and your, let me get the numbers just in case somebody wants to take them.
Yes, 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 yes.
The FNB number is
62 8.
835
Yes,
2369
yes.
11. That is an FNB account.
Okay.
And the Capitec account is 1756
Yes.
72 1333.
1333.
And my reference number, you put the reference number as Mrs. 100, as in MRS 100. That is my reference number.
And it combined Mrs. 100.
100, yes, correct.
Okay, so the capital letter M, small letter RS, and 100.
Yeah, yes, correct.
Okay, all right. No, definitely we will share it on our social media platforms as well so they can get voting. And we really, really wish you all the best on your journey so far. We are truly inspired by you, and I'm pretty sure that many, many other people are inspired by the work that you do and your journey in this pageant.
Thank you so much, Timo. Thank you very much. And I think for me, I will rest in peace if I were to, my dream is to open a technical rehabilitation center. A technical rehabilitation center where we would be, helping these guys to be rehabilitated from drug abuse. But at the same time, I want them to leave that place with a technical skill where we're going to teach them bricklaying, we're going to teach them, like your kitchen cupboards, you teach them how to put in tiles, so that when they leave that place, they would leave, either they will be employed or they will be self-employed to be able to sustain their families. So that is my wish, because I've seen in most cases, they go to rehabilitation centers, but when they come back, they sit again and do nothing, sit at that corner. They go to the same people that they were hanging out with, and then it's just
and the mind, an idle mind is the devil's playground. So as soon as there's nothing that they're doing, it becomes a problem. They get back into society and doing all those things again.
Imagine a girl child that goes there, get rehabilitated, she can do nails. So for her, she can do people next and make money. So because most of them, they already have kids, they have families that they can assist. So that is my that is my dream. That is
and from your lips to God's ears, look, your dream will definitely be fulfilled while you are still here on earth. So we have a signature question here on Her Majesty. We have a signature question. We have a signature question here on Her Majesty. So we believe in revolutionizing the standards of beauty, meaning what people believe that what you are not or what beauty is supposed to be. We're just saying that you are allowed to have your own definition of what beauty is. So as a closing question, we would like to ask you, what does beauty mean to you?
Yeah, beauty. I think for me, beauty is skin deep.
Yeah.
I think just the smile, like when you see anybody and everybody and you give them a smile, you share that smile with them. That is beauty. I think beauty is being humble and respectful. That is